Morning, you guys. I have one shift today and I am feeling it this morning, so let's drive to work together. Feeling it this morning because I took our boat out yesterday and for whatever reason I did something to my neck and I'm just really sore this morning. It's fine. Once I'm up and moving, I'm sure I'll feel much better. This morning I'm manifesting to just be in the ICU. Our ICU has had to float a lot of nurses lately, and it's not typical for our core staff to have to go to tele, but lately it's been happening more because our census has been low, so we haven't needed as many ICU nurses. And so I'm a little anxious going in today because if I have to go to tele, it's gonna be rough for me. I'm curious to know what your float policy is if you work in an ICU and where you're at, because I've heard of a lot of ICUs that absolutely will not float any of their core staff. And then I've heard of ICUs like mine where it's like, well, you're an ICU nurse, you can go pretty much anywhere, so they'll float you to anywhere. I've only floated to tele one time in the 8 years that I've been in the ICU. So honestly, not too bad considering like I've been there for 8 years, but I don't want to go to tele today. So I know I always try to manifest for a 1-to-1, but I will just manifest to be in the ICU today because I'm not charged, which means I could pretty much go anywhere. So we'll see. I know I've been wearing this purple shirt, I think for my last couple drive to works, and honestly, it's because if I just work like one shift in a row, I wash my scrubs and I put them back in my drawer and they're right on top of my drawer. And so like when I go to change in the morning before my shift, it's just right there. So I keep wearing the same thing. I need to change it up though, because I have a lot of cute nursing shirts and I need to like mix it up. As much as I'm just kind of feeling tired and stuff this morning, I am excited to go to work. I don't know how stay-at-home moms do it. I've been off for a pretty long stretch of time, like over a week, and I need to go to work. I love my kids. I love that I get to spend time at home with them, and I would not change that for anything. But when I spend a lot of days in a row with them and don't go to work, I feel like I start to feel burnt out on being a mom. And I think because we're on summer break and so they're just home more, I'm just dealing with all of the emotions and tantrums and fighting and all of the things. So by the ends of my days, I am just like ripping my hair out. And after multiple days in a row of that, I'm like, okay, I can go to work. Work is like my break, which is kind of silly to say because being an ICU nurse is not really a break, but it's just a way for me to use my brain differently. And don't get me wrong, my husband and I do get to go like on dates and stuff, and we have help with the kids. So I say it very lightly, like I am looking forward to going to work so I can see my coworkers, use my adult brain and think and just kind of be able to focus on my job versus like focusing on all of my kids' needs and putting myself kind of on the back burner. That's when I'm at work, I am kind of taking care of, adult patients, and they have a lot of needs too. But it's just different because you're only responsible for them for that like 12-hour period. You don't have to take them home, and then it is what it is. I get to go home at the end of the day and leave everything behind. Okay, I made it to work. I actually called our secretary and was like, hey, where am I going to be at today? And she told me that I am in the ICU and I do have a 1-to-1 and I'm precepting somebody today. So it should be a good, busy day, but I'm happy I'm in the ICU and I'm happy I have a 1-to-1. You guys know me. And I hope you have a great day. I'll see you in my next video.